Hello, welcome to my fifth take of this video today. So yesterday I released another video update. I cleaned up the code, I made a GUI, and I didn't show the code yesterday because I was nervous because I'm kind of afraid of this working too well in that I wrote this just for myself to use my knowledge from college and my day job and to get a PS5 pre-order. And I did all of that thanks to this project. I learned a lot, and I don't want to scalp. I don't want two PlayStations. I just want one. And I don't really see a point in doing more with this project at the moment. I'm kind of afraid of sharing it and what people could do with it. If people get more than one, if people get two PlayStations. But even that's optimistic, assuming this program will work to that extent. I could show you every detail, but the gist of it is there's going to be some delays, but I'll get into that. I mean, with this code, it's better than JavaScript executioner because you have to do that manually. It's better than auto clicking because you can't use your computer when you auto click. Better than auto refresh, you can't use your computer. You got to do it all manually hunched over. Granted, you gotta, it's best if you watch this automation rather than completely go AFK. You can go AFK with this automation. You can play a video game in the background on the computer and have sound alerts go off as the progress of this automation. So I'll start as a user going as pre-order, but so I want you to note I haven't seen the pre-order button on the page since yesterday morning. So it seems to have gotten tougher, maybe, and I don't want to promote DDoSing. So um, I changed this. So let's say I'm a user, I want to go to the target pre-order page, choose which item, and I want a physical. And this wait is how long it's going to look for the pre-order button. Like, if you have slow internet, you need more time for the page to load. So you're going to wait longer. Um, so how long you're going to look for the pre-order button, and then sleep length is how long of a delay after finding or not finding will you refresh the page and look again. So let's say 10 seconds after page or 10 seconds after looking for the pre-order, you don't find it. How long will you look for it? I'm sorry. Let's just start over. Let's say you load the page. How long will you wait for looking at the PS4 or the pre-order button? You'll wait 10 seconds. You don't find it, then you'll sleep 30 seconds and refresh the page and go again. I'm not sure if I'm explaining it well, but it'll go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And if you do find it, if you do find the pre-order button, you're gonna, you're gonna click it, and then you're gonna look for the error button, error unavailable. If it is unavailable, you're gonna click it. You're gonna go back and try to click the pre-order. This is a bit scary to me because I did this yesterday, the one time that I saw it, and it was fast. Like the second that the button displayed, you clicked it. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. There's no delay. Like, so this is scary. I don't recommend without a delay, but I haven't added the delay, and I haven't added the delay because I haven't been able to test. But um, yeah, yesterday I haven't released this on GitHub because I'm afraid of people ordering more than one or scalping because I only use this to get one, and when I use this, I'm not scalping. And when I use this, I only use step 7 and 8. I didn't use 2, 3. I didn't use what I'll get to show you later, 18, 19, 20, whatever. But so yeah, I just worked on this and then I just added the support for it just for the idea of like doing the whole thing. But, it doesn't really work. It more so works uh yeah, so the Preorder I have to test it more. Theoretically it works, but it goes very fast. It'll look for the Preorder, it'll click it, and it'll look for the error. But actually, I didn't go over. If the error doesn't appear, let's say you click the Preorder, um, the error isn't displayed. Let's say the error isn't there. I don't know if I have it written at the moment, but okay, here it is. Yeah, step 3. If you click the Preorder button and the error unavailable isn't shown, so that means it's good, it's added. That means you go to the next step. I just haven't tested it. But theoretically, if you go AFK, you log in, it should go through the whole flow. As long it should click Preorder, then it'll go decline coverage, view cart, and then go to the checkout, which is the cart page. And this is where all the good stuff goes, which I went over in the past videos, which you can set this to start at. And this uses the short wait. So you're on step 7, you're on the cart page, you're looking for the. So 1 second. So um, if you're going to use this automation, I don't know how much it'll help. I think the best bet is step 7, 8, and kind of being idle. Granted, this is written to be AFK, as you'll see, as long as you have the info in your account, the pre-saved billing and shipping. That's what this GUI tries to help. I'll get to you in a second. So you got the short wait, 4 seconds. It looks for the error alert box, unavailable. And if it is unavailable, it'll do a Boolean, global Boolean, which we'll reference later. Then refresh the page. Basically, it'll go back to step 7 and then click the move to cart. Look for the item unavailable. Item unavailable. Go back to 7. After refreshing the page, go back to 7. Do it all again. But, I went over this previously in the other videos, but I'll go over it again. You go back to step 7, click the move to cart, do step 8. It doesn't find this. This is the downside. Let's say you click move to cart. It doesn't find that item unavailable. That's 4 seconds. That's 4 seconds of the checkout button being visible without clicking it. So it's not instantaneous. It's because it's waiting for the error item unavailable to show up. gives it 4 seconds. And if it doesn't happen, then it goes here. It goes down to the bottom in the try catch, uses if is unavailable false, then it knows to go back to step 9. So once I set it to true, it goes down there and sets it to false. So when it comes here, doesn't find it, is unavailable false, comes here. Then since your account information is saved, steps 10 through 17 are skipped. And here's the short wait. I could do a shorter wait, but I had it fail, so at 2 seconds. It looks for your credit card because sometimes it switches between credit card and security. Yeah, you could purchase an item and have the credit card verification be removed, but it could still be there, can it? So you got 4 seconds. That's the downside of this once again. 4 seconds is a long time when you're talking microseconds. But on Saturday, when supposedly Target quote unquote restocked, there is a lengthier amount of time than the other amount of attempts. Like when I did that checkout, it seemed like there was more time. Like I was like, oh crap, here, because I didn't have the reason why I'm doing this credit card right here is because when I did this on step 7 manually, I didn't have that. The automation was written to like if it fails, because I didn't have the automation when I did this, when I pre-ordered on Saturday, when I had a previous version of this, I was on step 7 and it did a move the cart and it did a step 8 look for the error. It didn't find the error, but I accidentally wrote it so it froze and for like 5-10 seconds, but I caught it manually and I took over and I clicked the checkout myself and I did the rest myself. So like the automation's written where if it fails finding something on the checkout screen, it just freezes. So that way I was able to take over. Because in the very first version, I accidentally wrote the Best Buy and the Target version to reload the page if it failed. Meaning if you made it to the checkout page in the error, in one step, reload and you lose it. So that's another reason why this Java platform is probably the most powerful. Powerful is the wrong word, but the most beneficial method compared to auto clickers, auto page refreshers, in that you could basically write your own driven experience of how the process should go. Oh, I wanted to click here. I wanted to do this. I wanted to do that. This was checking the error for me, and I was just idle. I mean, it's unfortunate I had to resort to this, but I got what I wanted. I just wanted one. I'm not going to scalp. If you scalp, please don't scalp. I don't know if it'll even work. As you've seen, you've got this short wait. Could be too long of a delay because it'll look for the credit card. If it finds the credit card, it'll put the credit card taken from this GUI, and then it'll hit the verify button, and then it'll take the security from this GUI, although you only want probably 3 characters. But you can see the source, what it does. There's nothing fishy about this. You see what it's doing with I could show you what the code is doing. What is it? Get password? You can see what it's doing, nothing fishy. Although makes a string out of it. This is fishy. You don't want a string of a, you probably want to do something messy like this so it's not stored. Stored's the wrong word, but whatever. You can see what it's doing. I tested this. I was able to test. I got the headset in the cart and I loaded this right here, add the cart, I hit start. I logged in. The automation took me to the cart page, clicked add the cart, click checked out, copied this credit card, but I have this step delayed, the place order button delayed, because I didn't actually place an order, but the code is there so that technically someone could AFK, and if they're given enough time by target to proceed, because it could be microseconds, could be there and disappear. Could be like Saturday where you got time, because as I said, when I checked out Saturday, there was more time. All right, so I think I went over much. I don't know. It's hard to know what I said and didn't say because this is the fifth attempt of this stupid video. But I put the code on GitHub. I think I'm done with it. Maybe. Please don't abuse it. But I did this for learning, and of course to get myself a PlayStation 5. But I try to. This also gets people into programming, people who have no idea like what programming can do, what it's capable of. It's more than what you think. It's a giant tool. It's a language. So um, it's on my GitHub. Look at the source.